Well, hey, great news today. The Vikings are 2-0 on the season this morning after they beat San Francisco 49ers at home yesterday. And even better news, we're bringing in our Vikings insider and CBSSports.com reporter, Cody Benjamin. Hey there, Cody. You were at the game yesterday.
Yeah, Maria, since we started the segment, the Vikings haven't lost. So we're just going to keep it going, I guess, until it's good momentum for them. But yes, a great atmosphere for the game. Second year in a row, the Vikings have upset the 49ers. I think it speaks to, it's one thing to beat the Giants. It's another thing to beat the defending NFC champions. And so I'm not sure even the most optimistic Vikings fans expected that after 2 weeks the Vikings would be on top of the NFC North at 2-0. So, yeah, I think it proved that they're much more formidable than we expected. The depth is definitely deeper than we expected.
I mean, that's amazing to see. And quarterback Sam Darnold looks like he resurrected his career with the Vikings. Do you expect that to continue?
Yeah, I mean, this was another stepping stone. I mean, the Giants game, he was efficient, he looked comfortable, but to exhibit those same qualities against San Francisco, it's much more encouraging. I mean, we're talking about, guys like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. These are some of the best defensive players in the NFL. And, he threw an interception in this game, but you wouldn't have been able to tell based off his composure and his teammates in the locker room after the game. They agreed. I think that he threw with authority. You saw that 97-yard touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson. He just never looked rattled, and it was a perfect, I think, home debut for him. He was helped by such a deep supporting cast. I mean, by the end of the game, Justin Jefferson, he wasn't in there. TJ Hawkinson, he's hurt. Aaron Jones, he wasn't on the field in some of those late plays, and so you had guys like Ty Chandler, Jalen Nailor, Brandon Powell, some guys that the average NFL fan might not even know who they are. Sam Darnold was working with them and he was working well with them. So yes, another step forward for him.
And the defense has really been elite now through game two.
Yeah.
What's been
Yeah.
catching your eye when it comes to that side of the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I think elite is the exact term because I think some people, with Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator, a lot of people have high hopes for that defense, but I think it's safe to say, after outlasting the 49ers on Sunday, it's not crazy to suggest that they could finish as a top five, top 10 defense in the NFL. If you're giving Sam Darnold that support, you're talking about, going into the season, I think my expectation was, it would be a good year for the Vikings if they can get to that 8, maybe 9 win range. I mean, if the defense is as it appears to be for the rest of the year, that rewrites, I think, the trajectory here for Minnesota. So yes, I mean, Brock Purdy, the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, that's one of the best groups in the NFL. And the Vikings, they were swarming to the ball. They looked like the 49ers on Sunday. So it's a great Monday to be a Vikings fan.
So great. The running game has been great too. Has that surprised you this season?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think Aaron Jones, that was a big upgrade in terms of talent at that position, but a surprising thing might have been the usage of the running backs against the 49ers, because by the end of the game, Ty Chandler ended up as the leading rusher for the Vikings. And so he also showed that his legs look pretty fresh. And so if they can rotate Chandler and Aaron Jones throughout the year, which seems to be the plan internally, then I think that bodes well for the offense.
Or you kind of already talked about this, but in your opinion, are the Vikings now the front runners to win the NFC North?
I'm not sure I would go that far yet. I mean, the
Okay.
standings say the Vikings are 2-0. I still think that from a talent perspective, top to bottom, the Detroit Lions are still the favorites to win this division. But you can see that the Green Bay Packers with Jordan Love out, they managed to get a win on Sunday, but they still have to get through that. They have to get Jordan Love back, get him back into a rhythm once he's healthy. And the Chicago Bears clearly, as talented as Caleb Williams is, um, there's some growing pains happening there in Chicago. So I think the Vikings are a comfortable number two, maybe number three still, but they're definitely in that conversation for, hey, maybe we can get a wild card this year.
Yeah, hey, maybe anything's possible. Well, Cody, I think finally we all want to know, is Justin Jefferson okay?
Yeah, I think that's probably even more important to some fans than the record right now because the 97-yard touchdown, he looked like an MVP on that play, and he has every time he takes the field. He indicated after the game that he's not overly concerned about the quad injury that he suffered. It did keep him out for the rest of the game once he left, but he indicated he wasn't overly concerned. Being in the locker room after the game, you could see he was definitely in good spirits. I mean, he was laughing, joking around with teammates. It didn't look like a guy who was dejected about the possibility of missing a bunch of time. And Kevin O'Connell and Jefferson both indicated they don't expect this to be a long injury. I reached out this morning to one of the medical experts at CBS Sports HQ, so Dr. Marty Jaramillo. He said you have to be cautious with quad injuries because, there can be additional damage done if you're not treating it properly. But they expect he estimated a 75% chance that he plays this week, so I would expect him to be out there.
Okay, that's great news. Oh, Cody Benjamin, anything else you wanted to add today?
I think just bask in what you're seeing if you're a Vikings fan. Again, I'd say that I'm firmly in the cautiously optimistic camp about the team right now. It was one thing again to beat the Giants, another to beat the 49ers. Can they sustain it? You've got another tough task with the Texans coming to town next Sunday. So we'll see. Stephon Diggs, an old friend, coming back. See how they handle him.
Yeah, we'll see. And you can catch our Vikings insider, Cody Benjamin, every Monday at 10:30 a.m., debriefing the night before. That's right here on the live desk. Hey, thank you so much, Cody.
Thanks, Maria. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, hey, the Vikings stay at home for their next game. Cody just said they host the Houston Texans on Sunday at noon, and you can watch it right here on WCCO.